Emails are a big part of work life, but many emails sound too casual, too blunt, or unclear. So in this video, you'll learn professional English for emails that sounds clear, polite, and confident at work. Let's begin. So of course, that's the obvious question, right guys? That why email English actually matters. What happens is emails, they don't have tone of voice, right? Your words do all the work. If your email sounds too short, it feels rude. If it sounds too long, it feels confusing. Professional email English is about being clear, polite, and structured. And that is the reason, that is what we'll learn in this video ahead, okay? So let's hop on to our phrases. And the first phrase is starting a professional email. Okay, pretty basic, but let's have a quick look. So many people they start their emails like this. They simply use a hi. That's it. Okay, but this is not the best way of starting your email. Okay, and it's not the most professional way out there. It's not wrong, but it's not the best way. Okay, instead, with a minor enhancement, you could simply say hi Rahul, hi Abhishek, hi Garima, or hello Ankit. Okay, and then add the context, right? For example, if you want to share some update on some activity, okay, with Rahul, so you start your email with hello Rahul, right? And then I'm writing to share an update. So basically, the way you start your email, it sets a professional tone, okay? A professional tone for the rest of the email. So with this, let's move on to our next phrase. Okay? It's about stating the purpose, right? So this is really important to understand that you should not be making the readers guessing. Okay, it's a big red flag. Okay, and don't just write long unnecessary paragraphs. Okay, this creates unnecessary confusion. Okay, so you should be instead stating the purpose clearly. Okay, and how can you achieve that? To state the purpose clearly, you should be saying phrases like, using the phrases like, I'm writing to inform you that, or this email is regarding. Okay, so you could simply say, hello Rahul, I'm writing to inform you that I have completed that task. Okay, or hello Ankita, this email is regarding that activity which we discussed about earlier. Okay, something like that, right? Uh, but the crux of this discussion is that clear purpose, it saves time, okay, and it cuts down on the confusion. Okay, moving on to our next phrase. It's about making requests. So at times you would be, asking or commanding your juniors or your peers to do some activity. For example, you could simply ask them to send you a file. Okay, so understand that direct requests, these can sound demanding, okay, and unprofessional. So never use sentences like send me the file. No, never. Okay, instead you have to sound polite on your email also. Okay, and you should be writing, I would appreciate if you could please send me the file, or could you please share the file. Okay, so what happens is polite words, these creates instant cooperation. Okay, and it creates that air of professionalism, right? So don't sound unprofessional by simply saying, send me that file, do that task. No, never, okay? Add that touch of politeness and start your sentence with, I would appreciate if you could please do that, okay? If you could please share that, etc., etc., right? So let's move ahead with another very important phrase, which is about learning following up by email, okay? So I have emphasized this on our previous videos as well, that following up is not rude, first of all, okay? That's the most important thing that we have to understand, because what happens is at times many freshers or juniors, they are scared to follow up on emails or directly in person also, because they think they would be sounding rude, right? But that's not the case. But then you have to understand how to follow up politely and with professionalism, okay? And that you can do with correct choice of words, right? So first of all, and of course, don't sound impatient when you're following up, okay? You have to sound professional, isn't it? So don't sound impatient, right? That's the golden mantra here. What should we be using instead? This is how we can follow up politely. Just following up on the email below. Okay, or I wanted to check the status on this. Right? So your email would look something like, hello Rahul, good day. Just following up on the email below, right? Or hello Ankita, good day. I wanted to check the status on this task. So this sounds polite and not pushy. Let's move ahead. If you have any questions or doubts, you can put in the comment section. I'll reply on that. So our next phrase is about learning how to close the emails. Okay, because well begun is just half done. You have to close your email properly and professionally as well. Okay, to have that impact. Okay, so always end your emails professionally. Okay, and one of the most classic examples is almost everyone, you know, people end their email with thanks. That's it. Okay, that's not the best way out there. Instead, end your email with something like this. Okay, thank you for your time. Regards, or looking forward to your response. Best regards. Right? So you see the difference, isn't it? This definitely sounds more professional, clearer, and polite at the same time. Because what happens is, of course, well begun is half done, and a good closing. It leaves a good impression, right? And it instantly give others an idea that you are a professional. That's it. So this brings us to our quick practice section. Take a pause, read one by one, and absorb it. Okay. If you want to send some info to somebody, you should be writing. I'm writing to inform you that. Okay. If you want to command somebody or to ask somebody to do something, so don't just say send the file to me. You say, could you please share? No reply. If you're not getting any reply, you have to say just following up. Okay. And don't just end your emails with a casual bye or thanks. Instead, you could say best regards. So this is professional email English, okay? And always remember that good emails are clear and polite, okay? Short sentences, clear purpose. That's the mantra. And that is how professional English it builds trust. So with this we are on the closing of the video. If this video was helpful, you can subscribe to the channel. In the next video, we'll learn how to disagree professionally at work. Thank you.